One of the most important part of grammar is tenses. Now here is the definition of tenses. Tenses are the form taken by a verb to show the time of an action or the state of an event. Means tenses show the time of action when an action is happened. There are three tenses in English grammar: the present tense, the past tense, and the future tense. You must be knowing. And every tenses means all these three tenses has four subtypes. Like as you are seeing here, each of the three tenses has four subtypes to show that when an action is completed or still continuing. Like you are seeing, first is indefinite. Indefinite is also known as simple. You must have heard simple present tense, simple past tense, or simple future tense. That is also known as indefinite. Like present indefinite tense and simple present tense are same. Second is continuous, third is perfect, and fourth is perfect continuous. These are the four subtypes of three tenses. We will study in descriptive way. Now table of English tenses, on this we will come in last. First, you are seeing here, these all four subtypes are divided in are properly defined here. So first let's talk about this. What is present tense? Present tense means the action which is going on in the present time. Past tense are those tenses which show that action has happened in the past time, and future tense are those tenses which show that action will take place in future. Now, these four subtypes are defined here. First is that indefinite tense does not indicate whether the action is completed or not. Now, if you are seeing here, we will study this in elaborate way, but this is just the definition that the indefinite tense does not indicate whether the action is completed or not. Indefinite tense is also known as simple tense, like simple present tense, simple past tense, simple future tense. Second is continuous tense. Continuous tense show that the action is still going on, means it is continuing. The perfect tense indicates that the action is completed, finished, or perfect. Now this tense shows that action is completed. And last, perfect continuous tense shows that action began in the past and is still continuing. Now first is simple present tense, which is also known as present indefinite tense, like we studied. Now this is the first part, simple present tense. Now first is the rule of simple present tense, that is subject plus v1 plus object. Now what is this verb 1 v1? Now always keep in mind that every verb has four forms: v1, v2, v3, v4. For example, let's take a word go. Now go is the verb, and go v1 is go only. Second is went, we use in past tense. Third is gone, and fourth is going. So v1 is go here. Every verb has four forms: v1, v2, v3, v4. Like first v1 is present tense, v2 is past tense, third is past participle, and fourth is continuous, which shows you that action is continuing. v1 is used in present tense, v2 is used in past tense, and v3, that is gone here, is used in perfect tenses, and v4 is used in continuous tenses. Now first is simple present tense. As you are seeing, the rule is subject plus verb plus object. We all know about what is subject. Subject means the part of the sentence about which we speak, and object is what we speak about the sentence. Now, what is simple present tense? Expresses a general truth or an action that is occurring now. Okay, in simple present tense, some general truth comes or action which is occurring now, like the sun rises from the east. Now here you are seeing the subject is also here, the sun rises is V1 and object is from the east. It is totally clear here. This is V1, V1, this is subject and this is object. This was the rule. So this is expressing a general truth or an action that is occurring now. This also comes in simple present tense. And second, expresses an action that occurs regularly or habitually. It also expresses an action that occurs on daily basis, like she goes to the school regularly. Here she subject, goes is V1, to the school regularly is, to the school regularly is not object, but you can say to the school is object, regularly is adverb. I hope you are getting this. This was now simple present tense. All rules are the most important. For simple present tense, rule is subject plus V1 plus object. Now see this. This is a part of simple present tense. How to make affirmative sentences, negative sentences, interrogative sentences, and negative interrogative sentence. Affirmative sentence means any positive sentence like they play. Negative sentences means they do not play. Here, which negative sentence means which contains no, not, or no in the sentence. Interrogative means which asks questions, and negative interrogative means which asks question also but in negative way. This is the form how to make sentences in simple present tense. Different kind of sentences are here. Now second is present continuous tense. We are speaking about present tense only right now, and second part of present tenses, second subtype of present tense is present continuous tense. Now what is the rule of this? You are seeing here, subject plus is mr plus v1 plus ing plus object. Here v1 plus ing is written, but it's also known as v4, means ing form of tenses. Now what this sentence show? The present continuous is used to express an action which is happening at a particular time, at the time of speaking, means which is happening now, like I am speaking. Now this is sentence I am speaking. Now here I is subject, here from am we have taken am from here, I am speaking, then speak is v1, then ing I am speaking, no object is here. But if I say I am speaking at the moment, then object will be at the moment. You can also write subject plus is mr plus, instead of v1 plus ing you can also write v4 plus object. Example, I said that I am speaking. You can use is also, like he is playing at the moment, we are talking in the bus. So these are some examples. Now again, how to make sentences in different kind of sentences in present continuous tense, like first affirmative sentences, you are playing, negative you are not playing, interrogative are you playing, and negative interrogative are you not playing. Third is present perfect tense. Now what is present perfect tense? Rule is also given here, you are seeing here. The present perfect tense denotes an action that was started in the past and has just been completed. Okay, it shows an action that started in the past and just completed, like I have eaten ice cream. Rule you are seeing here. This is the rule, subject plus has or have plus v3 plus object. I told you that every verb has four forms. All tables are given in your grammar book. Now subject plus have, has or have plus v3 plus object. Now where to use has and where to use have? Has is used in singular nouns and have is used in plural nouns. It is also given here. And suppose if there is any pronoun, then this is the rule: with I, we, you and they. What to use? Have. Always keep in mind, this is for pronoun. If the subject is I, we, you or they, we should use have, like I have played cricket, we have eaten ice cream, like this. And if the subject is he, she or it, then we should use has, like he has gone to his home, like this. Example I have given you, like I have played football, so I is subject here, I, then have, v3 is played, then object is football. It denotes an action that started in the past and has just been completed. And you are seeing again the example in 4 different kind of sentences. You can read this, you can pause the video and you can read this. Now last subtype of present tense is present perfect continuous tense. Now what this tense shows, this tense is used when an action that started in the past is still continuing, means ऐसा कोई action जो past में start हुआ हो और अभी भी चल रहा हो. Now this is the rule: subject plus has have plus been plus v4 plus object. v1 plus ing is known as v4. So I have told you the use of has and have. Now subject plus has or have plus been plus v1 plus ing plus object. And also in this sentence we use since, word since or for. Let me give you an example, like subject we have been, sorry, we have been playing, this is playing, we have been playing cricket since morning. This is the example: we have been playing cricket since morning. So we is subject here, we is subject, then has or have is also here, been, then v4, cricket is object, and since is compulsory, since or for. Like if we I do not use since morning, then I can use for 2 hours. We have been playing cricket for 2 hours. Or now here I am saying we have been playing cricket since morning. Now this sentence is showing that action started in the past and is still continuing, like हम लोग क्रिकेट खेल रहे हैं मॉर्निंग से ही. Now again these are examples, you can pause the video and read this. Now second, we have studied in tenses, the second tense is past tense. And past tense has also 4 subtypes, and in that 4 subtypes, first there is simple past tense. What is the rule of simple past? Simple past, subject plus v2 plus object. The simple past tense is used for an action which happened at a particular time in the past. Means ऐसा कोई action जो किसी एक time पे past में हुआ हो, like I ate mango, means it happened in the past at a time. I ate mango yesterday, because it is the past form of eat. See here. Now for making negative or interrogative sentences in past tense, we should use did, as you are seeing here. I did not play means in past it happened. Now past continuous tense. What is past continuous tense? Past continuous tense is used for an action which was happening at a particular time in the past. Means विच वॉज कंटिन्यूइंग इन द पास्ट मीन्स ऐसा कोई एक्शन जो पास्ट में कंटिन्यू हो रहा था. एग्जाम्पल सॉरी रूल इज सब्जेक्ट प्लस वॉज वर्ब प्लस V4 प्लस ऑब्जेक्ट. I can give you example like subject is we, with we use were. We were playing cricket. हम लोग क्रिकेट खेल रहे थे. So this is showing that action was continuing in the past. Examples are here in 4 different kind of sentences. Third is past perfect. Now what is past perfect tense? Past perfect tense means those tenses which started in the past and completed also. Like rule you are seeing here, subject plus had plus V3 plus object. So I can give you one example like I had eaten mango. So I had eaten mango means any action it started in the past also and completed in the past also, as you are seeing here with the rule. Again you are seeing the examples. In these examples object is not there, but you can add here Sheila had played hockey. Now what is past perfect continuous tense? Now rule is subject plus had plus been plus V1 plus object. But what is the meaning of this tense? This tense means that any action that started in the past and was continuing till present. Not present, but it was continuing in the past only. Like subject plus, yes, I can give you example. We had been, sorry, we had been playing. Here rule is wrong, not V1, but it should be V4. We had been playing hockey. And all in perfect continuous tenses we use since and for. So I can write we had been playing cricket for 2 hours. हमने 2 घंटे तक क्रिकेट खेला था. Don't be confused with this V1. This V1 is wrong. It should be V4. V1 plus ing. And you're seeing example Ria had been playing, Ria had not been playing. So many examples are here. You can pause this video and you can see this examples. Now past tense is completed, and third type in tenses is future tense. And for first part of future tenses, 4 subtype is simple future tense. It's very simple, that is used for an action that will take place at a particular time in the future. Means कोई भी action जो किसी future में किसी time पे होगा. Subject plus will shall plus V1 plus object. This is the rule. Now where to use shall and will? You can use shall with I and V, and for rest of the word you can use will. Although in modern world nowadays we are using will only, but shall also we can use with I and V. Now one example I can give you. I shall study tomorrow. Wait, I shall study tomorrow. This is the example. All the things are covered according to the rule. Study is the V1. So this is an action which will happen in the future. Again you are seeing the example. So many examples are here. Future continuous tense. Subject plus will shall plus be plus V1 plus ing plus object. Always keep in mind, if the tense is in means if the form of the tense is continuous tense, we should always use v4. This is written v1 plus ing. I am repeating again and again, it should be v4. We should always use v4 in continuous tense, and if it is perfect tense, then we should always use v3, verb third form. The future continuous tense is used to express an action which will be in progress at a particular time in the future. Means any kind of action which will continue in the future, like we will be completing. Completing is v4. homework मीन्स हम लोग होमवर्क कंप्लीट कर रहे हैं होंगे. मीन्स ये ऐसा एक्शन है जो फ्यूचर में कंटिन्यू होगा. Now you are seeing the again examples in different kind of sentences. Future perfect tense. Future perfect tense means those action which will start in the future and will complete in future also at a time. Means any action which will start in also future and will complete in that time only. Like rule is here, subject plus shall will plus have plus v3 plus object. I can give you example. We will have played cricket. मीन्स हम लोग क्रिकेट खेल चुके होंगे. एनी एक्शन विच विल स्टार्ट इन द फ्यूचर एंड विल कंप्लीट ऑल्सो इन दैट टाइम. And you are again seeing the examples. Future perfect continuous tense means any action which will start in the future and will continue at a time. Or you can also say that any action which will start in the present time and will continue in future also. Now rule here, you are saying subject plus shall or will plus have been plus v4 plus object. Example, we will have been playing cricket. Will have been playing cricket. Now subject plus shall will plus have been, everything is covered here. Means this is showing when an action is to continue up to a certain point of time in future. Means any action which started in the present and will continue in future also till some time. This is known as future perfect continuous tense. And again you are seeing the examples here. Now by this we have completed the tenses, and I hope you have understood properly. Always remember the rules of the tenses. This will help you in forming sentences. This is the most important part of grammar, so pay attention to it. Thank you.